because the world is a better place because you are here to join us. My name is Matt Brown, and I am the host of the Productive Conversations podcast. It is Friday, August 2nd, 2024. We are in the month of August, the final month of the summer. And yeah, inching closer to the end of the year. And I mean, wow, we're already in August 2024. I'll just leave it at that. But Ryan and Jose are with me. What's up, gentlemen?
How's it going, everybody?
What's up, guys?
Like I said, it's August.
I know.
And I don't know about you guys, but like I'm pretty chill. I'm pretty chill. I'm glad you guys are here to see a new month change.
Oh, July. Okay, I thought you said January. I was like, I mean, sure, but
Did I say January? See, there we
yes.
go. See, I was so shocked that I couldn't even get the right name.
Yeah, but I has been. But
Amen to that. So let's start off the new month off right. And I also just want to thank our presenting sponsor, Magic Mind, for sponsoring this show and being our presenting sponsor. And just want to remind you, for a limited time offer, and you can get something that will enhance your life, improve your focus, clear up your mental clarity, and you get a little shot of Magic Mind that you take every morning, and then you're ready to go in this world. And you could get your first subscription for 48% off or 20% off a one-time purchase by using the code PCMB20. That is PCMB20. And you go get that code at magicmind.com/PCMB. So go to magicmind.com/PCMB and either get 48% off your first subscription or 20% off a one-time purchase, and use the code PCMB20, and you will see how much better your life will be by taking some Magic Mind. So thank you again to Magic Mind for being our great partners in this. And yeah, we are about to start a great show. And just so you know, this show is going to take a week off. We will give ourselves a little break for the summer, try to enjoy what we can, but we will be back on Tuesday, August 13th as a return. We will still be posting clips every day as we normally do, just no new shows. Hopefully nothing insane is trending. It probably will. And you can count on us if we need to, we will hop in if aliens come
figure
on
something
or
out.
something. But
Mhm.
we're gonna take the week off and we'll be back on Tuesday, August 13th. So just a heads up on that one. But in return, we're about to present you a great show. And then just one serious note. And I guess this will be our first segment technically, but I think it's worth mentioning for a couple of minutes. We have the comedian Pete Davidson, a beloved comedian, very talented Saturday Night alum. It was reported this past week that he checked himself into a wellness facility for mental health treatment for one and it's been well documented about Pete Davidson's struggles with mental health issues, and we are definitely aware of his very luxurious lifestyle and obvious dating history. But beyond that, he generally is a talented comedian and done great work in SNL. But I think I just wanted to point out, and it's obviously clear that we just don't know what people are going through, no matter how famous you are, how much money you have. And I feel it's a reminder that no matter where you are in this world, we care about you. There's people there for you. And whether you seek professional help, which I do endorse anyways, or you just go to people who are reliable, this world is better with you in it. And any way that we can help you realize that, just know it's from a genuine place. And I hope Pete Davidson is all right, that he makes a full recovery and he returns with his great talents and keeps making this world smile. I just wanted to say that. I thought that was interesting while getting some information for tonight's show, reading that. And I just want to say I'm hope for Pete Davidson's well-being, that he's all right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I have to say there. If any Ryan and Jose, floor is yours. If anything.
Yeah, I mean, Matt kind of said a lot of what needed to be said. Obviously, we have a lot of guys who listen to the show. This show has a lot of guys on it, and we all talk to one another throughout the week and whatnot. And it can be incredibly hard for men in particular to seek help when they're going through something like that. It's not something that's talked about a lot. It's something that comes with a huge stigma. Obviously, Pete Davidson has got, resources that not every other guy has, which is lucky for him. But even with those resources, this is obviously something that's been plaguing him for a while. So, like Matt said, everyone on this show recommends getting the help that you need when you need it, whatever that looks like, because it's definitely easier to figure it out after the fact, after you get better, than to forego the help and not get better, right? So yeah, I mean, that's essentially what Matt said. But just it's good to remember sometimes that this happens to guys too, famous guys, not famous guys, tough guys, less tough guys, whatever. And it's normal, and it's important when it happens to seek out help and try and get better, and not just try and ignore it.
I think both of y'all said it great.
Amen to that. So we're here for you, Pete Davidson. We're here for you, anyone out there who just needs a friend, and I'm here to listen. Simple as that. So let's switch it up, and now let's now go to our first official segment and talk about someone Pete Davidson's happened to work with, but somebody who just accomplished something in music that hasn't been done before. We know Eminem, Marshall Mathers, truly on the Mount Rushmore of hip hop and rap. He releases his new album earlier this year, The Death of Slim Shady, that goes platinum. He is now a rapper who has gone platinum in the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. No rapper has ever done that. And amongst this resurgence of his career, he's clearly been experimenting with things. And with the help of Complex, he actually interviewed his alter ego. And let me play you one clip from it.
Alter ego Slim Shady, by the way, for anyone who's it's not like Marshall Mathers and Eminem. It's Eminem and Slim Shady. That's the official delineation for the interview.
Thanks, Ryan.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. So here we are. As Ryan said, Eminem speaking with Slim Shady.
Shut the fuck up. Yo, I got a question. If you're the fucking new me, why you so fucking old?
First of all, I'm not that fucking old. Second of all, I grew a fucking beard. Third of all, eat a fucking fat dick.
Oh, really?
Shut the fuck up.
Look how far. I know AI has been criticized. People are scared of AI, but use it correctly, you get something like this.
But yeah, but also think about that. We'll talk about that later. I was just gonna say, like, that was a pretty good Eminem. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, all things considered, with a little bit of time to work on that, could that Eminem do a set? I don't know.
Listen, I have a special place in my heart for Slim Shady. The true first ever album I personally bought with my own money off an old school CD magazine that I had to write out that I had to check off the freaking P.O. box, mail it in, and they send me a CD. Was an Eminem show. Very 1st album with Slim Shady. Obviously, I mean, he's untouchable for pretty much from 99 to like 2005. He's untouchable. Has one of the greatest comebacks in hip hop history with the Recovery album. This decade, still putting out music, but now his album goes #1, The Death of Some Shady, which I heard, and it was definitely a throwback, and it was awesome. And adding promotional stuff like this, and where it's legit funny. And I'm just gonna play you another clip just for Pete's sakes of it. Is pretty damn cool. But just another example right here. So we have a smoother clip because the first one wasn't as smooth as I hope. But look at this.
Mister, I don't give a fuck who gives more fucks than the fucking history of fucks that were ever fucking given.
I don't give a fuck. Mostly. That's not what I do.
It's fucking tired, man. Remember we made you? You almost fucking killed our career with that one.
Are you fucking kidding me? No one told his retarded ass to go record an entire album in fucking accents. Fucking great,
I
man!
was in recovery, okay? I had to relearn how to rap. And for fucking what it's worth, there's an entire generation of people who think that's a fucking classic.
I wouldn't call that relearning the rap.
Mister,
Dude, this is legit brilliant. I'm sorry. However, I don't want to go too into the behind the scenes in a very rare time for that. I just want to let my imagination roll. I have an idea how this was created, but if you want to watch the 11-minute full version of it, you can, but
You
this is
should.
fascinating.
Because there's beyond the the gimmick and promoting the album, right, of Eminem and Slim Shady talking to one another. What they talk about, as we got a little bit of that, like in that second clip specifically, like he's very hypercritical of Slim Shady in the interview. And Slim Shady is
Fights back.
Pokes a lot of fun at Eminem for who basically Slim Shady calls Eminem a hypocrite throughout that entire thing. Eminem, of course, spends a lot of the time kind of disavowing or explaining the insecurities that led him to do some of his more controversial things in the Slim Shady character. And it's a really interesting 11 minutes. It's an interesting breakdown where an artist gets to essentially talk to themselves about their career, like a career retrospective. All of us are on the wrestling shows. We have a wrestling show should be coming out soon this week about SummerSlam, but this whole clip reminded me of a segment in a match they had at WrestleMania a while back called the Firefly Funhouse, because that was a career retrospective on John Cena, obviously, who's also a rapper, I suppose. I don't know. It just felt very interesting, like the meta around it. And I mean, the death of Slim Shady is very clearly a not so subtle indication that he's done. And then the song Houdini, which was the first single off of that album, made it very clear throughout the song that he was just about finished doing this, meaning Eminem. So I know we were like career resurgence. I don't think this is a career resurgence. I think he's going out on a high note, but I do think his intent at this very moment is to retire somewhat soon from music. And so this is, again, just kind of an interesting layer. He's got an album about the death, an album where he talks about his own death, right? The death of his character. He has a song about, it's his last trick, aka, that single, his last trick. And now he's actually talking to Slim Shady. It feels very much like he's having one of the best retirements that anyone in like entertainment could ask for. It's going really well, and it's very interesting. It's going viral, and so good for him.
You really think it's gonna? I don't even think that's a retirement album at all.
I mean, I don't know. I listened to the whole album, which I very infrequently do, and it felt like it was a retirement album to me.
I think more of it is a goodbye to Slim Shady character. I mean, if you think of the recovery album is probably one of his best albums since the Eminem show. And like Slim Shady wasn't even on that album, like barely, I think maybe one song.
Well, Slim Shady is barely on any of his more recent things. He doesn't really do the Slim Shady thing anymore.
Well, that crappy one, Relapse,
which he talked about. We made you. That was, I think that was the last time we actually saw him.
Like
right,
2011.
So I mean, I think he's just a goodbye to this some Shady character and kind of call it. I can see him doing. I see if he was gonna do. I can see him if he does like a world stadium tour, and I can see him then. Probably you're right, but he's not even doing that. I think if he was gonna retire, I think he'll just add a world tour, one last war tour, and
finale tour.
Yeah, he still could. He still could.
He's a notorious non-tour too. That would be what's interesting.
Yeah, but
if your last one, you do it. Yeah.
Right. That, and he has done tour. He only does stadium tours. He doesn't go like 50.
Yeah,
50
he'll do
states.
like 6
Like
dates and that's it.
Yeah.
That's your.
six
I
or
guess that's technically a tour, but
technically, I think he does like 10 dates, 15 dates in all like major football stadiums, which is, I mean, really think about it. It's all right. I mean, it's doable. Just get
I don't,
everybody packed in one building and call it a
we'll
day.
we'll see what the rest of this rollout looks like. I think we're going to see more of this meta stuff, and I do think it's leading up. And it might be leading up to the announcement of a farewell tour, but I do think that. I mean, yes, obviously, it could just be getting rid of the Slim Shady character, but he's kind of already done that. I mean,
Right.
it's been decades. It's been over a decade since we've really heard from Slim Shady. So I don't. I mean, the idea that now he's dying. You know, what I mean?
just haven't heard. I actually agree with you, Ron. I think it's a hints because I heard the album too with some stock tracks that, maybe it's time to hang it up on top of my game. Especially we've seen a lot of musicians, popular musicians, who are still trying to stay relevant, and it's just, you look silly.
Yeah, but
his daughter just got married.
Yeah,
right. But if he was gonna do it, he would have said it right before the album and promoted it.
No, he could do it now. I mean, he could be doing all this to lead up to announcing the tour. I don't think he needed to do it before the tour. I do think there could be a Death of Slim Shady tour, and I think if they do announce one, it's definitely curtains for Eminem's full-time career. Now, it's music. He's, as he pointed out, he's not that old.
Yeah, right.
Like, really, he's not that old. So am I saying that he'll never get into a studio ever again for any reason? No, of course not. I'm sure someone will want to convince him to come out and do like a verse on something, right? Or, someone will get a feature. Yeah, someone will get like a big concert in Michigan, and he'll do a couple of songs in it. Like, I'm sure
like
that there will
Amazon
be times,
show, like that they how they did Kendrick.
Yeah, exactly, something. So I'm not saying he's gone forever, but I do think that the full-time or whatever we would consider career of Eminem is coming to a close. And I do think that this retrospective interview with Slim Shady was like, I guess, a gimmick, but also a kind of an interesting way to bring that up, whereas he critiqued his old career and all the things he had previously done and how they don't work anymore, while also basically calling himself a hypocrite for turning on all of those things he said he would never turn on when he was doing them the first time.
Dude, Slim Shady, like if you look at Slim Shady LP, Marshall Mathers LP, Eminem show, there's some lyrics that I just
literally
especially I don't even know what to say.
That first album.
And the fact that it was mainstream too.
Yeah.
I mean, wait, what did you say, Jose? Sorry, my
bad. That first album, he kills his wife like in 3 different songs and go into detail on how he would do it.
Oh, dude. I mean,
violent and crass.
And then there's a literal song, like you said, that to open the Marshall Mathers LP. It's really hard to say what's a better album, Marshall Mathers LP or Eminem Shaw. Probably, man, they're really two titans.
Marshall Mathers, you really think there's a no? Eminem Show hands down. Yeah, what?
I mean, I have to think about. If I had gun to my head, I'd probably say Eminem Show, but Marshall Mathers LP is really deep too. So, but
yeah, I would actually go Eminem Show, then The Recovery.
And the Recovery is very good. But...
yeah, Recovery is number 2, and then I'll put Marshall Mathers as number 3, top 3.
I think that's good. If you want to do to complete the Mount Rushmore, I would guess Slim Shady? Would also add, Slim Shady LP. That'd be the Mount Rushmore.
Right.
I think we all could agree. I do think Marshall Mathers LP 2 is underrated, but I think it took I think it did take until this album for it to hit that level again. I mean,
but we didn't trust. We didn't yet. What was the Kamikaze album was trash. Like it was really hard to trust him because he was. There was a couple of suspect albums.
No doubt.
That went back to back, and you're like, you know what? You might get one song out of the whole album, 18 list that you might like, and that's about it. And
he had a couple. I was about to say in the more recent times, he's had a couple of songs that I really liked. But I mean, I've actually talked about this with Matt, and he finds it insane. But it is true. I'm not a big album person. I'm not like, oh, I like this album, I like that album. I like songs, very individualized songs. I could love a song and hate everything else about the album, and that's fine. But Eminem for a little while was kind of doing that. He was kind of giving people like me a really good time because there was just one song, be like, here's the spark notes, grab that one, and just leave the rest
he did that Trump
to go.
beat, that Trump song too, made some noise, but like very interesting. The freestyle. I guess from that Super Bowl performance and getting prepared for this, if you were to decide to hang it up, I think this is a great way to do it.
Oh yeah, this is definitely exceeded probably exceeded what they were hoping. And so yes, if this is goodbye, he definitely got a good one.
Especially a genuine, for an artist who's been around for 4 decades. It's hard with these TikTokers, with this TikTok, I shouldn't say TikTokers, this TikTok generation to be number one unless you're named Chappelle, whatever, or Taylor Swift. And he actually did it. I commend him. And I think that's pretty cool. So we will see his finishing moves there. Again, check out that interview. It's only 12 minutes. We don't have enough time to break down the AI stuff, but it's pretty crazy. That's when AI can be used for good. I'll leave it at that. Okay, great stuff, Eminem. And you know what? Finally, once the Detroit Lions are good and get respect, that's when he decides to.
Well, that'd be perfect. If the Lions win the Super Bowl this year, then he will retire.
One of my favorite facts about the Lions, I know the people make fun of the Jets, but and the Browns, but the Lions only made their second NFC championship last season. They've only been in 2. And they were really close to winning that NFC championship too. And spoiler alert, they're my pick to win the NFC this year, but it only makes sense for Eminem to it only makes sense for and Jose, feel free to talk with me at the end of the month to debate that with Big Kev.
Yeah, come on the football shows.
Maybe.
We're
going to have a big season. Okay. So next things to talk about. Now, we've actually talked about this show on our podcast, but I want to talk about it again. I want to really break it down, if you will. So you guys know the show Pop the Balloon or Find Love.
Yep.
That show has really popped off in the last year, right? And we've gotten some viral clips to actually discuss the program. But now, like, really thinking about it, like, what a show in concept. Let me just play a couple clips from it. We played one of the more famous ones with the guy, who did not care about getting rejected at all. But here's just some excerpts from it for both guys and girls. I only have heterosexual versions. I know there are same-sex and LGBTQ versions, but I have the same-sex. Sorry, I have the heterosexual one here. So let me play you a couple of those clips.
All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold that. What's your name?
My name is Kes.
Kes?
Yeah.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 29.
No one popped a balloon.
29, and what do you do?
I work in finance as a day job, and I also coach AAU basketball. That's how I give back to the community.
Okay, and now what are some things you look for in a woman?
Just somebody that's caring, somebody that's
still no popping the balloon,
understanding, somebody I can bring home to moms.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Got it. Okay. And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Smoking. I can't do smoking.
No smoking.
There's a first.
Okay, so we did get a couple of pop balloons. Let's go on over to these ladies and see, what's going on. We can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Alexis, and I'm 29.
Okay.
And
why'd you pop?
I smoke from time to time, so thought I'd get out the way for you.
That was nice of her.
And now,
right?
She did say she's a smoker. Apart from that, is she someone that is your type, though?
Yeah, she's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
Thank you. You look nice, too.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, let's go over to our next one.
This is a charming guy.
We can have your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Tiffany. I'm 26 and I smoke a little weed, so, but you are very handsome.
appreciate that.
All right, and now is Tiffany someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's valid too. Okay. Hey, she's nice.
All right. Now, before he said that, you did have your balloon unpopped. Why so?
Hesitating because I was like, does he mean cigarettes or weed? Because you know, some guys just don't like cigarettes, and some guys.
Let's see how this is
That's
ended.
Where do you live?
So originally I'm from Brooklyn, New York, but I live in Charlotte right now.
Okay, I live in Atlanta. Does that work?
Yeah, it works for me.
Okay.
Okay. So
You
my
know
final
that's not gonna
question
last.
is: it a yes
No.
for you for him?
Yeah.
And is it a yes for you for her?
Of course. Yeah.
We got a match.
Beautiful. We got a
Take
match.
this, and you
Now
guys-
let's see the guys how they handle it.
Boy, would I love to be on the show. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Pop that balloon.
Wow.
Pop the balloon.
Yo,
I tell you this right now,
Okay.
me and Matt was on that show. I popped his balloon for him.
Okay.
the host was speechless. Okay. Okay. I'll play the third one a little later, but man.
Can I just say? I'm just gonna. Let me just say. I think it's very clear why every single guy in that clip popped their balloon. She was a large, for anyone listening to the podcast, this was a larger contestant who came out, and so all the guys popped their balloon.
Large? That's an
larger.
understatement.
Okay, whatever.
Oh.
My point is, so you can lie, right? You can lie about anything you want without making yourself look that bad. Just let her say something. And then when she does, be like, Pop, listen, no, all due respect, I don't think it's a good match. Like, I'm not feeling a physical chemistry. And then you said X, and that's not just, I don't see, that's not me. I'm more of a Y person. Like, to just pop, none of them look good. Let's just be honest. All of them look like dicks for doing that. And I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying that in order to not look like a, bad person, you should go on a date with someone you're not attracted to. I'm just saying, you could have just, the name, heard the voice, had anything, literally any information about this person before you popped the balloon. They popped the balloon on site. They didn't hear, they could even pop and listen, your voice annoys me, which would have still made you look kind of like a jerk, but at least, no, they're like, I saw something I didn't like and immediately popped the balloon. Come on. You guys can't be that dumb.
They really just
you have to know that makes you look bad. Right.
They really enhance stereotypes for this.
Yeah.
They really enhance stereotypes that guys just want one thing.
Ryan, you are a cruel, cruel man if you believe that's the way.
That is the way. No, it is
the way.
That is
not the way. That's a lot. Listen, this is how you're wrong. I respect those men, those 10, 12, 15 men that think that one little chubby girl is not the one. I respect them. They didn't waste her time or an ounce of breath. She could just kept going on her day. Why am I gonna keep my balloon just a lot? Now I just give false hope.
Now let's listen. Because you're equating two separate things. You're equating two separate things that are not connected. This is not a dating app where if someone does that, you could be like, listen, I don't have a physical attraction here. So let's move it along. She's on a show. She's going home after that. Everyone popped their balloon. There's no on to the next one. She's not going to get the swipe to a new set of guys. Her night is over. She's going home.
Ryan, are you
They're
serious
on
right
a
now?
television show. Let the contestant on the show speak for at least a minute before popping the balloon. It's a TV show. This is not a dating advice. This is a television advice. Don't make yourself look like a jerk on TV. Or
you are so wrong.
Whatever, Snapchat, whoever is carrying this show.
It's a YouTube show.
YouTube. Don't make yourself look like a jerk on YouTube. This is different than a dating app when it's one-on-one in private. I'm with you 100%. Don't waste people's time. Don't lie to people. You should tell them the truth. But you're on YouTube. You're on a show. Everyone's watching it. There's a way to be a person. There's a way to be a person when people are watching in polite company. And you have to do that.
The balloon game is just like a dating app. The difference is you won't get another swipe. Right? Ask Matt. Matt can be can contest with me. We look at the profile pic. If the pic ain't good, I'm not looking at the bio. We're swiping left. Easy. They just all swipe left the minute you walk.
That's a dating app.
It's a dating game.
You're being
same
filmed.
Purpose.
You're being filmed. It's different. It's different.
Who cares? Be filmed. Be real. Be real. Swipe. You're gonna swipe left no matter what. If you're on a dating app or you're popping a balloon, no matter what you're gonna say. Oh, there was nothing she could say that was gonna turn that. I might as well just get it done.
This is one of the rare times where I think you probably have the more noble opinion, Jose. That I'm actually definitely the shadier opinion here. But I just feel like when you've got a camera on you, you should at least, let it play out a little bit before you end the game. That's my opinion.
But if that's because if you care about people's opinion, cool. But if
you're on TV, on the show, you should care a little bit about what people think about you.
I would have done. No, I would have done it worse. I would have popped. If Matt and me was on that show, would have popped this balloon with me. If you didn't pop it, so you can call me a dick all you want. I'm just gonna be real honest, and I'm gonna be a true friend because friends don't let other friends date elephant-looking people. All right, that's just it.
I don't believe that was a fair thing to say about that contestant either. By the way,
okay. I get it's not fair, and you're right. I'm being a little cold. My apologies. But I'm just being honest. I'm just saying what every guy, the minute she came on
every
stage,
single guy on that show
was
said.
thinking
You're right.
But it's also like, it is crazy how I feel like, clearly this is a metaphor for real life. We definitely pop balloons all the time. And, people talking. And these people really to have the confidence to be on the show. And I've worked on these dating shows before. I literally have. It's easy to bring these people in. And some people do also just want the attention on too. But when you just, this is as shallow as it could go. You are literally letting it know, I don't want anything to do. But the host is amazing on it. I want to get her name, so I give her flowers because she's an amazing host on it. Arlette Amuli, she's really great at what and this is an awesome concept. But I think it just shows human nature, and all generations of all life can understand the show, and it is what it is. And another reason to clearly step up your game and appearance, no matter whether you are a man or a woman. Because, we have a lot to get through, so I'll just I don't have time to show the other clips, but there's many examples of girls with a guy who walks away, pop, pop, pop like that. Yep. It just is what it is,
Yeah, I definitely don't think it's a guy-only thing. I want to make that clear. I was just reacting to the video we saw, but I'm sure there are girls who do the same thing.
Definitely.
Well, of course, if a guy came in and said he was working at Starbucks, all them girls are gonna pop them balloons. That's the honest truth. They care about money. We care about looks. That's it.
I think girls care about looks a lot too, by the way. But
yeah, but with girls, if you got a 6-figure job, they looks kind of like becomes less important when you can take care of them, right? With guys, we don't really look at that. Like, girls can be working at Target. As long as you look bad, we don't give a hell what you make. We're like, it's the honest truth.
I agree with you. That's what's funny.
I'll take a girl that looks bad. I'll take a girl that looks bad as hell as a Target part-time cashier over a chunky girl that's a store manager at Bloomingdale's. Any day of the week.
I'm sorry, I just have to show facts. And you know what? If the other example, I'm gonna contradict myself really quick. Even if one of the greatest quotes I've ever heard is, if 99% of girls hate you in this if 99% of girls find you unattractive on planet Earth, that's still millions of girls. And you know what? Look at this. Maybe it's okay too if you hear a lot of pops.
All right, bring in the next guy.
Wow.
But hey, look, he found love anyway.
Match, man. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Wow. Look at him go.
Okay, cool. See, there you go. Okay, see, it can work out for people too. All right. Now this TikTok duo, I will admit, maybe I don't understand the appeal as some others, and they've been going viral for a while. But I don't know. Maybe I'm turning. Maybe they do come up with some catchy stuff. But Ryan and Jose, have you ever heard of AJ? Have you ever heard of AJ and Big Justice?
I have now.
I have not.
Okay, so I'm going to play you their pinned TikToks. It's a father and son duo from Boca Raton, Florida, and I don't know what I don't know. I see the appeal, but then sometimes I think it's weird at the same time. But I don't know.
Let's watch it. I want to hear what you. Anyway, sorry. Yeah.
So this is what initially got them popular. This one clip.
Yeah.
We're Costco guys. Of course we go shopping while eating a chicken bake.
We're Costco guys. Of course we had to try the new double chunk chocolate cookie.
We're Costco guys. Of course we have to try out the furniture.
We're Costco guys. Of course we work out with the tires.
Oh. We're Costco guys. What the heck is this thing?
I actually agree. What is that?
We're Costco guys. Of course we look at every TV in the place every time we come in.
We're Costco guys. Of course we get the sample even though we bought the thing the last 3 times we were here.
All right, you get the gist. They're Costco guys, and a lot of people like that at 42 million views. But not on top of this, they also like to make music.
When you subscribe here to our channel, no, you'll never be alone.
We bring the boom to you each day right here from Boca Raton.
Stick with the Costco guys, and you'll never get beat.
We'll throw some paper towels and get meat all meat.
We're pushing weight in the gym, and we're crushing the ball.
Big Justice brings the boom and puts it over the wall. When your family comes first, it can never be a doom. Ashley and mother of Big Justice even bring you the boom.
We bring the boom. That's what we do. We bring the boom. We bring the boom to you. We bring the boom. We bring the boom to everyone. We bring the boom. Our favorite father and son.
We bring the boom. That's what we do. We bring the boom. We bring the boom to you. We bring the boom. We bring the boom to everyone. We bring the boom. Your favorite father and son. We bring the boom.
When I see channels like this, it inspires me to not give up on our own aspirations when somebody could just do what they did and be set for life. Tell me your thoughts on AJ and Big Justice, Jose and Ryan.
The only thing I picked out of that is that the next time I'm on a date, I'm just gonna sing her that I'm gonna bring the boom.
We bring the boom.
Bring the boom after every date.
I can't deny that's a catchy song.
Do you guys remember a few weeks back with the Gen Z boss and a mini?
Yep.
Yes.
Of course. And then Trump got a shot at. So that
yeah.
So then that went down from there. That was the last normal moment before that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was the harbinger of the crazy times. But we bring the boom might actually be more harmful to me having seen it than that Gen Z boss and a mini. That was horrible. And I don't, so the Costco thing, I don't get it. But I do know that there's a format for TikToks where like, we're something. Of course we insert thing that they do, right? Like, we're hockey players. Of course we whatever. Or we're swimmers. Have teeth. Yeah. Right, we're swimmers. Of course we wake up for 2 a.m. practice. Whatever. Like, that's a thing that people do. So apparently there's enough Costco guy tropes to fill an entire video. Fine.
48 million views.
Yes, fine. There's enough people who go to Costco enough times that they resonate with everything that was said by the Costco one. But that We Bring the Boom was just bad. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, something positive. They appear to be having a good time. Sorry. They appear to be having a good time. Father and son bonding, making memories that I presume everybody wants to be making. I'm going to just assume that no one is forcing these children to do this. But maybe they are, in which case that's worse. So positive note is if the kids are in on it and this is fun for them, then it's a good, fun family thing. And I'm glad it's working now. But good God, that was... Oof. Wow. Yeah. That's what I got. That's what I have.
There you go, Ryan.
Jose, you more you bring the boom.
Ryan's bringing the boom.
I don't want to take the boom
I know
back.
like
Someone
people
else
on
can bring it.
Barstool really likes these guys, and like bros love these guys. Like, I don't
We
know.
should
Is it
make
just every once in a while you just hit the bro culture like that?
I mean,
You know what else?
it's
Go ahead, Ryan.
cringy. Are they? Is it ironic? Or do they ironically like it?
No, I think they're just like, we bring the boom.
I mean, I mean, the boom bit is catchy, but it's bad. But it's still catchy. You could be catchy and bad.
That's what I just don't understand. And there are people who comment are like, oh, to AJ, the dad, like, oh, you're just using your son to get famous and stuff. Do you think that could be true too?
I mean, it could
Probably. It definitely is. Look how Chunky he is. Chunky Monkey making funny jokes. He's the one eating the free samples. He's the one sitting on the lazy couch. I mean, he's doing all the dumb shit. Of course he is.
He's also a child, so it's okay
Yeah, but
for children to
okay,
do the dumb stuff.
Okay, one, you can't eat the free samples at Costco without your parent in there. Two, what kid's gonna want to, hey, let me sit on every damn chair? Three, you can totally see. And then homeboy's like, oh, I'm so muscular, I'm using tires as weights. Like he's promoting himself, and then his fat, chunky kid looks like the lazy, hungry kid.
Well, I think the kid is sort of playing. I think what makes the kid the entertaining bit is that he's doing things that a much older, like middle-aged Costco man would do, but he's a child. That's, I think, part of it. I think that's part of the joke, but I can't be certain because I'm not certain. I'm not certain I understand the joke. So if you understand it, tell us. Let us know.
Who could get more traction, them or Hawk Tuah girl?
Hawk Tuah.
Hawk Tuah.
Come on now.
I feel you could. I somewhat agree, but at the same time, like it'd be easier to make a reality TV show with AJ.
Oh, out of that family, yes.
Yeah,
I think
only simply because they're a family.
Yeah, there's enough nonsense probably going around that house in Boca Raton that you could do at least a season of a reality TV show. I probably agree with that. But I saw actually just recently, not to make this about Hawk Tuah again, but again. she was on someone else's page, and they wrote a song explaining to Hawk Tuah's grandma what Hawk Tuah meant. So Hawk Tuah's figuring it out. Haley's figuring out ways.
Haley Welch. I've seen more people call her Haley Welch.
She's getting there, right? She's moving on from Hawk Tuah girl to her actual name, so she's gonna get there.
So she was at a UFC fight, and they said Haley Welch. Once again, somehow. Why
did she go to UFC fight? Because that's just a bunch of guys who are all there the whole time they're thinking about, well, spitting on that thing, and so
or having their thing spit on.
Sorry, having your thing spit on. Correct. They're not doing the spitting. They.
Well, I guess. I was thinking, guys, we should make our own song. Maybe this when we're on break,
we'll think of a song. Yeah, we'll write some lyrics out.
Honestly, that's not a bad idea because that's helping people get viral.
We should just do our own version of the podcast and put it out there.
We will definitely keep that in mind. Okay, let me show you. We're gonna stick to Florida, right? I'm sure you guys know what I'm about to show you. What would you do in this situation? So apparently this is Miami, Florida, and let me just play the clip. She threw something at him, and then
damn.
And now she tries to take a video. Everybody saw it now. So we clearly see an incident of road rage where who knows how this started. Somebody just had their camera, they just had their phone ready, and this guy just jumps and swats her side view mirror out and drives away.
Just swat.
Have you guys seen Austin Powers. Yes,
course.
right?
Yeah, which one? All three of them.
All three of them, yeah. When he fights and he announces the move, he goes judo chop.
Mhm.
When I watched that video the first time, that is literally what came to my head. He went judo chop. I love that video. I'm sorry. Keep going.
You're gonna make me watch freaking Austin Powers now.
Judo chop. Who does that?
Clearly, this guy.
And,
So
what a big puss he is. He ran fast.
I agree with
Oh.
I
that.
just don't even. I mean, besides that, it was so extra. He flew up in there. Like he didn't just like kick something or like you know what I mean. Like he did like a leaping chop. What is that? It was ridiculous. It was. I mean, she threw something at him. I don't know what happened. She seems to think that the video will prove that she did nothing wrong, but yeah, that was. I mean, listen, if I had saw it in person too, I feel like I wouldn't have filmed it. I would have been laughing too hard. But yeah, what that was just an over dramatic leaping whatever. It was I don't know. He was having a bad day. I have to assume that guy was having a bad day.
Yeah, and it is crazy. I haven't looked up an article or somebody made up info on what exactly led to this, but shit, now everybody knows who you are, and both of you.
Judo chop. This could be the new thing of the summer. If Hawk Tuah can get a reality show, I think that guy's anger management classes should also be filmed. That's my thing. Get him in group therapy and film that.
Speaking of anger, it was reported that the president of Venezuela was very angry at the Tesla founder and the owner of X, Elon Musk, to the point where Nicolas Maduro, the president of Venezuela, challenged Elon Musk to a fight, and at this time, Elon Musk accepted the fight. Quote, and he said, they quote, "If I win, he resigns as dictator of Venezuela. If he wins, I give him a free ride to Mars." I mean, is this guy just so rich he could just challenge, world leaders to fights like this? And we know Venezuela's had quite a history recently. This guy,
they're not very friendly with us.
Yeah, no.
So Maduro is the leader who took over after the revolutionary leader, Chavez was there. So after that, he's basically the second leader after the revolution in Venezuela. He just lost an election that he claims he won. And that's what sparked this. So he said he won an election. It looks like he got about 30% of the vote, but he's just said he won. He said he got 51, and obviously that's not true. Or I shouldn't say obviously. The news reported that he won, but then they counted ballots, and it looks like he's closer to like 30%. And so that's what sparked all this. So Maduro is kind of acting like a dictator. That being said, this is like a win for him, in my opinion, because Elon Musk is not fighting Nicolas Maduro. Come on. He wouldn't fight Mark Zuckerberg. This dude led a revolution. This dude led a revolution in Venezuela. Elon Musk is not fighting this guy. It's just not. He's just not going to do it. So, like, I'm sorry. He's not fighting him. So this is all just so Musk can be. I mean, Musk was getting a little bit sad because he wasn't in the news as much for anything, and so he put himself in the news. I mean, Elon has slowly become one of the people that I most dislike talking about because everything is stupid. Nothing he does is smart anymore, which is crazy because seems to be a very smart man. He's invented a lot of things. He's probably going to send people to Mars, so he seems like he's an intelligent guy, but nothing he does is serious. Everything he does is a joke. He is a joke, and that's really sad. But that being said, would be kind of funny if they do fight, I suppose. It'd also be funny if that's the what ends a violent, violent revolt in Venezuela. An Elon Musk MMA fight with President Maduro would be a pretty interesting way to end the hostilities that are currently bubbling up in Venezuela over the election results being summarily ignored by the leadership of Venezuela.
Are we ever gonna see Elon fight anybody?
No, because he's not going to fight anybody. He wouldn't fight anybody. That's the point. He's not a fighter.
Why is the man always trying to start trouble? Is he sad deep down? What's
Yeah.
going on, Elon?
Yeah,
You need a
thinks
hug.
that he thinks he has to do this. He thinks that to be a real boy, he has to do the violent thing. He has to be, I'll fight anybody else. That's what he thinks. To be a real man, he has to be that way. And that because he believes that worldview. He's locked into that worldview. And it's not good. It's bad, actually. I'm gonna go beyond not good. I'm gonna go into bad. That he believes that. Because the difference is people can take advantage of him.
Jose, how do you feel
Because
about
of his
Elon
money.
Musk?
I think he kicked his ass.
Who, Elon would kick Maduro's ass?
Yep.
Based on
To
what?
the-
Just vibes or?
He's crazy. He'll choke. He'll scratch his eyes. He might come with some bull crap. I don't know. I'm just joking. I really don't care.
Yeah, again, Maduro or he didn't lead it, but he was
He,
part of the
I don't care.
revolution.
Yeah, but I didn't see him in the front line. He just was like, go on that way, and then pointed, and they all dumb enough to run that way.
No, you should probably do a little bit of research on the revolution in Venezuela.
I'm probably wrong, but that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go.
Listen,
we gonna do on a revolution. We will nip it in the bud.
He's obviously a politician, so I'm not saying he's the toughest guy in Venezuela.
One
He's
more
certainly
day
not.
to do beginning.
I mean,
during the
he's
revolution.
He's tougher than Elon Musk.
Well, he's not a very good politician because the economy is trash over there.
No, yeah, he's bad at that. But you could argue he's a great politician because I'm not sure he's ever won an election, and yeah, he's been in charge forever. So
well, nobody wants to get shot. So yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Depending on who you ask, he might be doing it the best.
Right.
But
we will be in the revolution.
Yes, Les Mis. This is all very Les Mis, but stupid.
It'd be Los Miserables. I don't know miserable in Spanish.
I don't know. At Tweet, no, whatever. At Tweetcap or at Productive Conversations on Twitter. Let us know. How do you say miserable in Spanish?
Let me ask you though. Let me ask you this instead.
Yep.
Let's just ask the broad question. And Jose, I'm sure you can answer this, especially why do men have trust issues? We could go all day. We might as well do a podcast. Why do men have trust issues? Do you think this clip I'm about to show you could be an example of this? Just check this out.
Oh man, can't wait.
Why do men have trust issues? I tell you I don't trust with the keeping the volume down, but here it is. Why do men have trust issues? And we could thank our friend, I'm 6'7", and we can hear his perspective after. So why do men have trust issues?
Conversation with you, and you're just treating it's not even the fact.
In this,
jeez, you saw her. You saw this. She's crying. She's clearly crying and joking, and then she sees her friend. Aha, just kidding. I'm sure lots of us have been on the other side of that.
Yeah.
Just fine. Please go first. Why does guys have trust issues?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like the answer probably changes depending on
situation.
The guy, the situation that they're in. I don't know that there's I don't know that I would say women give men trust issues, which is, I think, maybe probably where that video was going to go if we let it play out. But I mean, it could be. I think that there are guys who could have trust issues because past romantic partners did something like that, where they would manipulate their feelings in ways that were not fair. But I think there's plenty of guys who have trust issues because maybe, they had parents who were would make them do things, right? Or who would promise things that they couldn't deliver. So I think that, and I mean, and also I think some guys don't really have trust issues. I think there are guys who are plenty trusting of everybody, maybe too trusting. So I would say that trust issues in general, I feel like it's hard to ascribe any of that to one universal thing. Other than universally, if you have trust issues, it's because somebody has fundamentally broken your trust. Like that again, that woman was clearly lying to her, whoever was on the other end of the phone. So someone has broken your trust fundamentally, and it makes you uncomfortable allowing that level of trust to go to anyone else.
It's really one answer and only one.
Yeah.
And it's just your confidence level and who you are as a person. For a guy, like I'm very overly confident and I personally do not care. Like I can walk. It all depends. See, if you got like if you want to go situational, cool. Like past relationships, it didn't just broke your trust. It broke your confidence level in who you are because you self doubt at the end of the day, and you're gonna have that. You're gonna have that insecurity into your next relationship, and then if you bring that baggage to your next relationship, it's gonna go downhill. It's gonna constantly you're just building this big circle, right? So that's why they always tell you after a breakup, you should just take time and heal yourself and fix it and get yourself back together. Because at the end of the day, it's not your fault, whatever, and you shouldn't put it on to the next person. It's because if you're confident in who you are, you give two craps. It's like trust is earned by their actions. Trust is earned by communicating and stuff like that. I mean, there's healthy ways of doing it. So, but ultimately, those healthy ways is also in some ways subconsciously is healing who you are into being more confident into this whatever new relationship you're in. And so realistically, it's really within you. The next person can be amazing. But if you don't truly believe you're worth it, if you don't truly believe that you can bring yourself like level that with her, if you put like the saying goes, putting pussy in the pedestal, like you're gonna overcompensate because you don't feel like you're on that level, which hence makes you feel like later down is like, am I good enough for this person? Will she leave me? You're gonna start having these questions, which bring out trust issues, and then sex. Like I always tell everybody, once you're in a relationship, sex comes into the game, all bets are off. Because now we're started adding other feelings of control and ownership. You start getting that, which makes it it's like one big cesspool of I'm trying to think of the proper word.
Tomfoolery.
No,
yeah,
it's
you
not
can say
tomfoolery.
it's not tomfoolery, but it's just one big like storm is just gonna hover over you if you don't believe. Like at first, that's why at the end of the day, the express like I truly believe, in order to love someone, in order to be in a relationship, a healthy relationship, you must first love yourself. And like no matter what happens in your relationship, it is kind of is what it is, and what it was meant to be will be, and you kind of have to have that mindset. So if let's say she does cheat, and it's like, all right, do you really want to be with that person? No. Do you think you're worth more? Yes. So when you offer, like when you understand that it ain't me, it was just her and whatever bullshit she has that made her do what she did.
Indeed.
You won't bring that to the next person. And I think it's just realistically, trust issues comes with self-doubt,
Right. Insecurity and trust go hand in hand. If you're not secure yourself, then you're never going to be secure with another person. So yeah, no, insecurity, again, that's specifically in a relationship, but goes beyond that, goes in general. If you don't feel secure yourself, then you'll never feel secure with another person.
Correct. Right. Like I'll be me first. Admit I'm not the most secure. I'm not like most secure, even though I think I'm a 10.
Hmm.
But there's a reason why I'm with like 4 or 5 different girls at the same time. Like it's just there's times where I want to commit, but then there's also times where I'm not sure that I am ready to commit because I'm still at this spot where I'm still working on me, but slowly I will get there. And eventually I realize that once I get there, eventually the one that out of the 4 or 5 I'm messing with, there will one stand out over the rest, and then I can progress on to this next stage when I get there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the answer.
No, it's funny, and what I have to add with this, because I agree with both of you very strongly. If we're talking about trust issues with romance and relationships, you can only take so many L's until you finally realize, man, most of you are all the same. Most of you act the same. You might have different names. You might come from different backgrounds, but man, there's these patterns that keep happening, and I'm just being myself. And of course, I could work on myself all the time, but you just learn that, man, compatibility really just happens. At least the best
But that
scenarios with me.
you're
From
totally you're totally right. I think that's what when you know and you're self-secure, you don't mind keep going and like keep trying and trying and trying to figure it out. Like some people trying like 3 times to 4 times and they're like, fuck, like what the hell? Like it's not none of them are working. And you start self-doubting who you are. But realistically, I think I think it's how you view it because I really do enjoy as much as people can call me a hoe or whatever, I don't care. I do enjoy that because I am still realize at the age that I'm at, I'm still learning a lot more about me and who I am. And I know I'm getting there to where I need to be. Now, is it the right way of doing it? Probably is there better ways? Sure. But
well, I was just gonna say, like, I think Jose's saying this kind of too, but like as much as I agree to an extent with what Matt said, you do have to make sure that you are being honest with yourself too.
Of course.
To just say, oh, it's other people all the time. You have to make sure that you're comfortable checking yourself
definitely
as well.
Hold yourself accountable. Definitely.
When something goes wrong, the first place you need to look is in the mirror. I'm not saying that's always the problem, and sometimes it's not. And then you have to realize, okay, this really wasn't me. It's just this person had a lot going on, or this person is just not for me, right? But in the first place, you should always look is in the mirror, because one, most people skip that step, and that's not good. And two, if that is where the problem is, you're in luck because that happens to be the only person you can fix. You can't fix anyone else. No one you match with can be fixed by you. And this is for both genders. You're not going to fix your partner. Your partner will be who they will be, and they will grow when they grow. And maybe you can help them on their journey of growth, but ultimately they're going to grow anyway. The only person you can decide to fix is you. So I am a big proponent of when something doesn't work and you want to know why, the first place you look is in the mirror. But yes, like Matt said, like sometimes it's not your fault. And it's just, you see there's a lot of people, most people kind of act the same way. People are people, right? And you just kind of have to know what to expect. I mean, again, like Jose said, be confident in yourself and, you should be able to move forward.
You can also view it like the way I view. You can look at yourself in the mirror and kind of look at yourself and kind of see that I do have flaws.
Of course.
And you can, as long as you check it, like you have 2 options. You can either work on them and better yourself or accept that these are my flaws. This is who I am as a person. And when you go on your next date or whatever, and you have this conversation of what you want, what you dislike, or whatever, that you put it out and communicate that, listen, I'm not great at this. I'm always late. I'm never on time. I say I do things. I'm a hard-headed person, blah, blah, blah. If you can admit to that and tell your partner that off Jump Street and let them know it's a lot better than them figuring it out and being like, yeah, I'm out
I don't like this. Yeah. Oh, great.
Right.
Agree. And you could be working on it and still admit those things, right? Like you can want to be less hard headed, but say like with friend when you're meeting someone, be like, yeah, I've got to, I'm stubborn sometimes. So
I like it a certain way, and it's all right if you like it that certain way. If your partner, the person you're talking to, can deal with that, awesome. If not, then just like, hey, I had
that's
fun
not gonna
tonight.
happen. Yep.
It's just keep it moving.
Yep.
Indeed. And I'll play the 6'7". I'm 6'7's response. But one of the most common things anyone's ever answered when you ask, "Can I have the best dating advice?" Or that I've heard that from an 80-year-old, someone my age, my parents or wherever, always be yourself. And as the days go by, I get that more and more. And just curious, what does 6'7" have to say about this?
His very white voice.
He's got that deep voice.
Oh man.
Situation, I don't know who's more foolish. You for doing it or your friend for posting it and it going viral. As I said before, y'all do realize the whole internet sees this stuff, right? So when you come across someone and he dogs you out, you only have yourself to blame. It's very scary how quickly she could turn that on and off. Tears from a woman is already dangerous. Fake tears, even more. You laugh now, but when that energy comes back 1000%, you won't be. Respectfully, of course. No.
It's not sensational. Oh man, not this time. But there you go, man. I think he's right on this sense. Yeah, people don't realize this stuff's permanent. Everybody's got a camera.
Yeah, like why are you filming that? Yes, I agree. That's underrated take there because it doesn't make sense. Why was this posted online?
maybe the friend was undercover and sent it to the boyfriend.
Maybe.
And then the boyfriend put that blast out online.
Could be, actually.
I really don't see no other point for that.
Just people want to go viral for the silliest things. That should be a TV show. People go viral for the silliest things. You know what's funny too? And say, while you are dating and meeting various people who you may mess with or mesh with or fall in love with or have incredible sex with or boring sex or whatever, just it's always funny too. I think you could one of the best things I've ever heard about dating, when in terms of understanding interest or not. Remember this, people. I'll say it from a guy's perspective at least, because I'm a guy who likes women. There are girls who have no problem not texting you all day. So why pursue somebody who has no problem not talking to you all day? You'll save yourself a lot of aggravation if you realize that. So just go. And then sometimes they'll send their one text a day, like your vitamin dose of the day, where you could clear. Okay, I get the point. That was one of the cool things I've learned this year, I finally took care. What's the word I'm looking for? I finally paid attention to, finally accepted, because it's funny when they send your one text a day. How are you doing? Oh, I'm busy, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Then you wind up being a clown, responding so fast because then you look like this guy. How you look texting her back when she leaves you on red for 24 hours. Duh.
I love those texts.
You love those texts? Why is that? Come here, baby.
Because I know it's over. I hate breaking up with girls. I do that to girls all the time. Like, I'll leave them. I might, like, in the beginning of the relationship, you're texting like 15, 20 times a day. And then after a couple of weeks, it's like 5. Then it starts to become, hey, good morning. And then that's it. When they do it back to me, it's like, when they do it back to me, it's like, all right, it's over. Thank God. Because the last thing I ever want to do is have them awkward conversations of the, like, hey, listen, just not interested. I just slept with a girl last night and I had a better night. Like, I mean, sorry. Hope you find what you're looking for.
Good luck to you.
Good luck. The right one will come knocking on your door tomorrow. Just be patient.
Oh my God. You actually said that to somebody?
I'm cruel as fuck because they it's the worst thing in the world is when you kind of have this like give the hints that it's done and they're not fucking getting it to the point where you have to like pay for like a big giant billboard on the highway for them to get it because that's what it feels like. So it's like bitch, for the last 3 days I said good morning, good afternoon, good night, and that's it. I didn't ask you how your day was. I wasn't trying to see what you're doing for the weekend. It's like one girl right now. Like I'm kind of like good. I'm done. Like I'm all right. And I barely texted her, and she asked me to go Dave and Buster's on Friday. I'm like, I sent 2 text messages in the last 4 days. You want to take me to Dave and Buster's? And my mind's like, I got nothing else to do. I guess I'm she paying for it, so I'm like, all right, but it's like a couple of free
There you
games
go.
out of
It
it.
worked out well for everybody that it didn't end because now you get to go to Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, but then I'm a nice person. I feel bad. I'm getting a free trip to Dave and Buster's, but I really am not interested.
Well, you know what? Maybe after the trip to Dave and Buster's is a good time to discuss that.
I'm just gonna be like, hey, you know what? You seem kind of chill. We go Dave and Buster's. Maybe we can just friends if you want.
Yeah, you could do it there too. Before Dave and Buster's to say that way if she has another
No,
person.
fuck. What do you mean before? It's after. At least get the free games first. Come on.
You know, one of my
fair enough.
Haven't. If there are times where you have to send that I'm not interested text anymore. One thing I did, they didn't get the hints either. I said it'll pass, which was a line I stole from the show Fleabag, but they didn't get it.
Yeah, I didn't get that either. I'm gonna a little insider baseball. Matt sent that to me as well.
Yeah.
To see if I understood what this girl did not. And the answer is no, I didn't get it either. I've not seen the episode of Fleabag, so I don't know if it makes sense in the episode, but I didn't get it.
Spoiler. It's a spoiler. You guys aren't going to watch Fleabag. You're not going to watch a BBC serial, are you?
Correct. I'm not, no.
Long story short, she falls in love with a priest.
Yeah.
And you wait the whole season if they're going to get together, and he chose God instead of her. So she says, I love you. She was like, I love you. I want to be with you. And he just says, it'll pass. Hence, you're going to forget about this because I'm rejecting you. So that's what I meant by that.
Right. I was going to do the Matt Brown way of breaking up with girls. Like, hey, like text them. Like, hey, my favorite pizza is pepperoni. But you know what? It's not going to work. So don't worry about it. Take care of yourself. And that's it. Keep moving. Just say like a fun fact and then just drop it on them.
Maybe couch it in between like 3 fun facts. Be like, let's share 3 facts. Fact.
It's like
we should see other people. Fact.
Right, exactly. Like favorite pizza is pepperoni. I think we should see other people. But Domino's deliver. It's $6.99, and then get the hell out. You'd be like, what? She'd be more confused than brokenhearted, which is perfect.
See, there you go. And see, then when you go back on the dating market and then you see a lot of these people are like this. So here's what dating is like in 2024.
I've got a secret. I worship the devil.
I'm not interested in a man unless he drives a BMW.
Yeah, well, you know, baby, I'm almost single. My husband's on death row.
This is the first date Teresa and I have been on since the doctor separated us.
Oh.
I'm into the group thing.
You're my type.
I was Joan of Arc in my former life.
I hope you don't mind me coming over and sitting down, but I've been watching you all evening, and I want to tear you apart. And your friend, too.
Obviously, it's from Coming to America. That movie came out in 1988, and
still true to this day.
Yeah. There are girls you'll see Satan
Ooh.
worshippers, girls who want to do group things, girls who are only in it for the money. It's legit hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Boy, oh boy, Ryan's missing all the fun.
Oh yeah, that's definitely what's happening.
That's why, like, you could really say like the silliest things with these girls and shooting your shots, because, like, who cares? And I'm sure there's gonna be one in a few that will make me contradict what I'm saying, but it's just like, that's the good thing about getting older, and any rejections or things that didn't work out, it's okay. I'm still here. And as I said in I said in one of our pods this year, I think the one with Katie and whoever, where I said, hey, if it never works out, I'm single my whole life, I'll go to heaven and say, God, what happened? He said, oh, it didn't work out because of this, that. Okay, then I'm in heaven chilling. So
that's right.
No, if you ask God that, God's gonna give you the boat choke.
Well, hopefully he doesn't, because I love.
I sent you a boat.
He sent you a boat. You're like drowning in the ocean. He sent you a boat, and then you're like, God's gonna save me. You keeps him. And then you go drown and you go to God and like, hey, what happened? He's like, I send you 3 boats, you big dummy.
Yeah.
The same thing. It's like he's gonna send you 3 girls now. If you're unattractive and you're going by looks, hey, that's on you, bud.
Yeah, well, seriously. Remember, people, there's no such thing as the perfect girl. So
perfect anybody. Nobody's perfect.
Exactly. Nobody's perfect.
I wouldn't necessarily. I think there's the perfect girl for you.
Yeah, but that doesn't make them perfect. No one is perfect.
No, I think yes, you're right.
Yeah. They're perfect for you. They match you exactly. But said somebody matched my freak. Sure. But I feel so young. I said something last time that made me feel young as well.
I think you were riding on it. Was that it?
No, ate that.
Oh,
Remember
he ate that. Yeah,
no,
he
it's
ate
not
that.
not the karaoke guy. It's not him. It was someone else. But yes, ate.
But hey, he ate that. Let me
the dancing dude with the girl.
Yes, the dancing guy. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, okay. Now let's end this with one more happy note. We're gonna do another list, everybody. You ready for this list?
Ready.
Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. For today's list, and then we will take a little break. This is going to be the top 10 happiest countries in the world, according to the World Happiness Report. Now, all countries are available. We can even look at the bottom ones if you want to check it out. But for now, what are the top 10 happiest countries in the world? Who is happy with where they live?
Sweden.
Hold on, the list is just pulling it there. Wait.
Yeah.
Amsterdam is a town.
Oh, sorry.
The country, the country is the Netherlands.
Well, yeah, but Sweden is a place.
Yes, sorry. Just again, I have an older
Iceland.
Hold on.
All right. I have the list. I have the list right here. Okay. So, top 10 happiest countries in the world for people who are 60 and older specifically.
Okay,
you guys
60
ready?
and older. That does change it slightly. Everything. I'm still going Sweden.
Sweden's number 4.
Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's take a warmer place potentially. Let's say Italy.
Nope.
France.
Nope.
No, it wouldn't be France. It's nowhere in North America. No one's happy over here.
Nope. There's North American countries here.
Canada?
Yes, number 8.
Yeah, really, they're happy up there. It's freezing cold. All right, that's fine.
Japan.
Japan? No one's happy in Japan either. Australia. There's nice weather there.
Number 9.
Yeah.
Norway.
Norway. They got healthcare.
Yeah, number 3.
Yep, I was about to say they got the healthcare. What about Spain?
Nope.
Portugal.
Yeah, that was my next one.
Nope.
It's got to be Iceland.
Nope. Nope. Yes. Sorry. Yes. Number
Oh,
5 is Iceland.
Maybe is there anything in South America, Jose, that people would be really, really digging?
See, everything is like the only closest one I could know. Maybe either Argentina or Chile.
I'm gonna say Argentina.
All right, I have to break the news. There are no South American countries.
So yeah, because everybody's in war and coke and shit going down.
Yeah, I didn't think that there'd be any in South America.
So we have only European countries. You hit the Australia as the continent/country, but there's another one in that area you might know of that's on this list. That's right, number 6. You said Sweden. You said Norway.
Yep.
Where is Amsterdam, Jose? Do you know where it is?
Didn't you just say what it was? Someone said it.
Yeah, it's in the Netherlands.
I said it was.
Yeah,
which
Netherlands.
Is
Denmark?
Yes, that's number 1.
Yeah. Denmark is the happiest place, huh?
It's weed infested. Of course it is.
Finland. What about Finland, guys?
I knew that was freaking.
What is it with all these Scandinavian countries that are happy? Why?
Yeah,
what are
because
they? What are they so happy about up there in the snow?
It's there's like 50 people per country and it's in the boondocks. And free healthcare. And ain't nobody, and no one's starting no shit with them. So it's not like it really. It probably is the
Switzerland.
Is
Switzerland on that list?
Switzerland is number 14.
Okay, so just
what are we missing? What number are we missing?
Number 10.
Okay.
Oh, 10.
By the way, you did say the Netherlands is number 7. You just need number 10. That's it. Number 10. What's number 10?
Number 10.
And it's in Europe, Italy.
Yeah. No, it's Italy. It wasn't Italy.
Don't think too hard on this, guys. Number 10.
Greece?
No.
Definitely
I actually think this will technically be shocking.
Oh. London, like UK.
No.
That would have been shocking.
2 more guesses.
That would have been shocking, though, man. Admit that.
Again, we can go look it up. Europe countries.
People are happy where? In Europe.
It's not in Europe.
Oh, it's not in Europe. Well, okay. That'll explain the issue.
That helped us a lot.
Oh, is it in the United States?
The United States of America is number 10.
That feels wrong. That feels like that. I don't think that's correct.
So,
I don't think that's correct.
I am not happy at all. So,
well, allegedly, people 60 and up are.
Yeah, once we turn 60, we'll be happy. All I have to do is make it 30 more years, and then I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Fair enough, then. Fair enough. But regardless, Ryan and Jose, you did a great job as always. Thank you, everybody who's tuned in. Thank you to Magic Mind. Again, go to magicmind.com/PCMB and use discount code PCMB20. 48% off your first subscription or 20% off your one-time purchase. And yeah, we're going to take a week off, but we'll be back on Tuesday, August 13th. So see you then.
See you guys.
See ya.
Stay safe.